Hi guys, right after this little intro snippet video, I'm gonna insert the introduction video to my core and pelvic floor return to sport program. This is now available on Train Heroic. It's a month-long program perfect for the kind of second phase of postpartum, so past your 6 to 8 week clearance, but you don't have to be ever have been pregnant or ever have given birth to benefit from this program. If you have core muscles and pelvic floor muscles and want to be active and want to play sports and lift weights, it can be really beneficial for you as well. So it is a work of love. It's a work combining my kind of education and knowledge with my physical therapy degree, being a yoga teacher, a pregnancy and postpartum corrective exercise specialist, combines that with my personal experience and kind of how I helped my body recover. I had a pretty significant birth injury, so I wasn't able to even begin returning to activity until I was cleared at 9 weeks postpartum. So this kind of walks through the earliest stages to the return to sport. So from breathing and relaxing all the way up to jumping and lifting and all sorts of fun things. So watch this intro video, see what you think, and then go check out Train Heroic for the program. Hey everyone, welcome to your core and pelvic floor return to sport program. My name is Molly. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and a certified pregnancy and postnatal corrective exercise specialist. So we're gonna have a fun time. This is a great program for the second stage of postpartum. So not in the first 6 weeks, anytime after that you get cleared by your physician or your pelvic floor PT to resume activities. This is also great for anyone way down the line postpartum, or anyone who has never had a kid or ever been pregnant, anyone who struggles with incontinence, doming, diastasis recti, pelvic pain, just weakness, and the want to have a really strong and solid foundation in your core and pelvic floor before or simultaneously while completing your other exercises or activities that you love to do. So this is a month-long program if you follow the schedule that I provide. However, I very much welcome you to take as long as you need. Really break down the program, repeat sessions, and become really familiar with these foundational patterns and engagements before you progress. So if you need to take longer than the month, if you want to do each workout 6 times so you really have it down, I'm in full support of that. So, all right, I'm going to go through the equipment that you'll need during this program, and then we'll talk about more specifics of the program itself afterwards. So you will need a few items. Some of these are optional, some of them are more required. Any type of yoga bolster or pillow is great. I know everyone has a pillow, so check that one off the list. If you have a yoga block, that is great. If you don't, you can use a box or a book or a Tupperware. This is just nice because it's a little bit more solid, but make do with what you have. Foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can use a yoga wheel, and if you don't have any of that, you can kind of make do with that pillow, bolster, or a rolled up towel. But foam roller is never a bad idea to have. Speaking of, grab a towel or a blanket or a pillowcase, something you can roll up. This will go under our neck or under our back for just a little bit of feedback. And you'll need a little squishy ball of some sort. If you don't have this, but you have the yoga block, you can use that to press into. If you don't have a fancy dedicated exercise ball, you can use, my kid has a ball, and you can totally use that squishy ball as well. Just something middle size, something that you can put some pressure into. And again, if you don't have that, you can use the foam roller or the block or the towel or the pillow. We'll use the big exercise ball for a couple things, mostly to sit on. If you don't have that, you can totally sit on a chair, or you can sit on your yoga bolster or pillow. You'll need some sort of elevated surface, like a bench or a couch or a ottoman, something like that, or a bed. And then here are some bands. So use what you have. I have kind of a wide range of them. I really like to use this long, lighter resistance, stretchy one. This one has handles on it. That could totally make do as well. And then we have a couple of smaller options. This is a loop band that you can put around your wrists or around your legs or around your ankles, and it's continuous. I think this is a good idea to have. If you don't have one, consider investing in a couple bands, and then if not, if you have TheraBand, you can also tie it up in a knot or leave it untied. So a couple of options with the band. And then later, for the later stages of our program, we will need a weight of some sort, either a dumbbell or a kettlebell. I think we use both, but use what you have. And if you don't have any of these, again, consider investing in a dumbbell and a kettlebell for your home gym. All right, I think that's everything. If there are more things throughout the program, I will be sure to let you know. And this is my little pelvic model, which we will be using for a little bit of informational sessions early on. Okay, so the way this program works is we are going to kind of simultaneously work through two different lists or matrices. The first one being, we have 8 developmental patterns that we're going to go through. So this means we're going to work our way from the ground up in a return to sport type of format. So once we master things close to the ground with lots of points of contact on the ground, the easiest and first one being laying on our back. And then we're going to go into a side lying position and progress from there. We'll do some stuff in a prone, laying on your belly position. We'll progress to quadruped or all fours, hands and knees. Okay, and then we'll do some work in a half kneeling position. And this can also be kind of like rocked back. We'll work through some different things with that. We'll progress into seated and squatting patterns. And then we'll come up to stand on 2 legs first, a little bit more stable and supported here, and then progressing to either split stance or single leg movements. So that's the progression from the ground up through developmental patterns. The other consideration that we're going to kind of vary throughout the program is, what are we working on? So we're going to go through 6 different exercises per position. First one being release work. So I will talk about this in a future video, but we need to do some release work as well as activation, and probably before activation, just to make sure we have full use of our muscles. Our pelvic floor and our core, they are muscle groups. Okay, so release, we need to learn how to activate and engage the musculature. We need to progress from there with slightly higher intensity, and then we'll start to integrate, so kind of full body movement patterns, a little bit more going on at one time. Then we're going to load it with weight or bands, and then finally we're going to do some fun return to sport, kind of highest level activities. So we're working through the developmental patterns, and then we're working through all those different factors that our core and pelvic floor should be able to do. So okay, that's the overview, the equipment, what to expect with the schedule. Like I said, I will lay out a month-long program for you, but another really solid way of going through this program is to either go through all the release work in each position, and then all the activation, engagement, all the progression, all the integration, all the load, all the return to sport, kind of working from easiest to most difficult. Or you could also do all the supine exercises first, and then do all the side lying ones, and then all the working your way up. And you can take as much time as you need through any of these. So please make this program your own, make it your own, and ask me any questions you have. Okay, we're gonna do a couple videos of basic get to know your core and pelvic floor and breathing before we do exercises.